Julia stands up again and slashes Knuckles again. How violent. The fake-out gets them every time!
Knuckles! That does not look good.
Ho ho ho! It is so satisfying to see you break down! Initiate the tractor beam! Julia, guard the Empress! Current team, Empress Monica, Colonel Prime 2. Okay.
You need to be brave, Natsuki. You need to be brave enough to save Yulia. She saved your life. You owe her that. It seems like Monica's at the beach. I do not understand why that Eggman person would steal that stupid toothpaste. I wanted to buy some for boyfriend, but he stole it. He stole them as a means to lure Monica, the person you did the sponsor segment with. Oh, I would like to get that toothpaste back. Can we team up? If you are ready to risk your life, I would be grateful. And for that way I can allow myself to love BF, I am in. Hello, do not worry, Red Shirt and Pinky. I am not in the mood to bully. I was about to have a mirror match against the robotic Yuri.
Oh, that's a dress, not a shirt.
Here, take a look.
She's just standing there.
Yulia has an Eggman logo on her body. Yes, from what I understand, Eggman rebuilt her and she is powerful, killing Knuckles. He also took the evil Monica with her, and evil Monica deleted Yuri.
Wait, he took the evil Monica with her?
I have seen so many people die today that I am not surprised anymore. But I am still so scared that Knuckles died. It is clear as day that Eggman has not revived Yulia, but zombified her. We don't have time to cry. We need to make a good plan to defeat that zombie. With BF be here, he can distract that robot with a rap battle. I even have a good track for this occasion on my boombox. That's it. One of us can distract her, and then Hibari attacks her at a surprise. I am ready to take that burden. I may be able to find some goodness inside of her. Hello, Yulia. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, ever since Dr. Eggman revealed me. That sounds quite cool. Regarding that, though, can you maybe let the Empress free? Dr. Eggman told me to guard her. I am not disobeying his commands. But while you do that, Eggman is probably doing whatever with the one who can alter the realm of reality itself. If we do not do anything, Eggman will probably learn how to abuse Monica and take over the world. Don't you have the rules of robotics? I do not have them hard-coded into me. I owe Robotnik my life. I am not going to betray the person who is responsible for my existence. But you are going to cause harm to the entire world. Would you murder a child if whoever built you told you to do so? I would never murder an innocent child. There is just a little fact you all forget. I am not murdering children. It's just...
Uh-oh, she's freaking out. Hibari runs up and tries to use her scissors like a dagger. Yulia quickly holds Natsuki in her arms, her knife around Natsuki's throat.
I am deeply disappointed in you, Natsuki, although I understand your actions in some way. Please, Yulia, you have been corrupted with your code. I know you murdered somebody and would murder me for a greater cause, but I want to save you, since you saved me. From the sentence structure, I can see that you believe that I am in a place from which I need saving from. I do get your point, but I would fail as a robot, or would I disobey your Robotnik's orders? I would be malfunctioning. That should be none of your concern. Back when I owned you, I put in a rule in place that you are allowed to disobey orders if that is the right thing. Would I have ordered you to burn down the orphanage? You should even disobey. Eggman has another definition on that topic, and since I am his robot now, as I owe him my life, I follow his rules. Slave owners have many moralic freedoms they are allowed to use. So you would murder a child if Eggman told you to do? If the child is mature enough to understand that it will die, and it is in my way, I will be ready to kill it. I will not do it if the child either surrenders or is too young to understand the concept of death. I find that quite respectable. Not that I agree, but what I disagree is more because of murder aspect. But basing maturity off knowledge is quite good in my opinion. Although I am not the biggest fan of killing without a motive, that is why I did not kill you yet, Natsuki. The Empress would still be a better hostage. Thank you. I guess that being a better hostage can somehow count as a compliment. Although, please reconsider. I know that Eggman revived you and you want to be a good robot. But in doing that, you are a really bad human. I am a robot, not a human. Do you want to be treated like one, though? As somebody who is not real, expendable to hit a dumb goal? Don't you want to be human? Don't you want to have people attached to you and care for you on an emotional level? Dr. Eggman would never treat you like a human. The only way you can be happy under his control is if you ditch your humanity. Thank you. I understand what I need to do to become human. I can never be fully trusted, so please contact Tails to repair me. Self-destruct in 10 seconds. Final command, redemption.
Yulia blew herself up, for the first time looking truly like a robot.
Another person that fucking died in front of me! Eggman is going to pay for this, turning my savior into a corrupted machine! You have reason to cheer up. I am sure that Tails can rebuild and restore her to be great again. You are really brave for a cute little girl. Ha! At the beginning of this day, I would have said something like, "Why did you call me cute?" But now, I am fine with it. I am not hurt anymore by that statement. That is a really positive spirit to have, Natsuki. Trust me, once you have seen what I saw, the little things like somebody trying to stuff your date in a video game becomes really fine. I am a bit disappointed that I did not get a proper mirror match against Yuri or Yulia. I was actually kind of excited to see how that would go. No worries. I am sure that there is an universe with Yuri you have a blast fighting. But considering the story I see unfolding, and me literally fighting a robot by the Eggman, I guess I cannot blame too much. Another story to gain fear. Can you maybe stop taking my lunch money from this day on? As I am sure I get a mental illness or two from this shit, I want to have one less fear on my mind. You know what, Pinky? Sure thing. I have so many people to pick up from. I can spare one of the few I could see becoming friends with. Great! We all are doing so all right. Although we should focus on the main problem here. We need to get to the egg carrier, which is in the sky. Easy. We just need to get on a flying battery controlled by Eggman. That is a pretty good idea, Natsuki. We now only need to find a ship.
Yeah, because that's super easy. Current team, Empress Monocle, current Prime Team, Natsuki, Ivari, and Girlfriend.
It is truly great that we got a place on one of those flying ships and are heading straight to the egg carrier. I am honestly a bit afraid without BF on my side, but I can probably do it. I'm not afraid of heights. That's a sign of bravery. Sounds pretty good. You must love my home and sky sanctuary then. Living such high in the skies must be kind of awful if you want to travel around. It may be, but the sight from the sky was kissing me every morning. Just take a look from this ship. It looks gorgeous. It is a very pretty sight. It is truly an amazing sight one can remember. So good I won't pull a bully joke.
Suddenly the flying ship stops! Just stops dead in the air.
Are all of you ready to go on the egg carrier and save Monica? Some of us will probably die, but I am strangely optimistic. Anybody want to back out now, or are all of you ready?
Everyone nods, ready to go on the egg carrier.
We should all stay very close and be as silent as possible. That sounds very smart, considering what Eggman got. Let's sneak inside through a vent. Those are probably not scanned. That vent is dark. I think it is because there should be no people. I have slightly trained eyes for the darkness, so I could help all of you. You have many good skills. Thank you. I try my best to be a threat. Oh, I think you will be better as a friend than a foe. No worries, since I am going to be friends with all of you. Thanks. You may want to meet BF one day, despite what Ghost said. He is a nice guy. Even if I need to beat him via rapping, I will be determined to do it. Huh. I cannot see robots here. This is a good room to the exit vent, or to exit the vent. Maybe most of Eggman's robots are out attacking the world and we have a quite empty house. And we should stay on our toes, though. No need to worry that much, Pinky. I am on your side, after all. There is a door labeled prison. We should go through there. That is one big prison. I am sure Monica is somewhere in here, or somewhere is here. Let's split up, gang.
Current party, nobody.
I think there might be something behind this door. I find it odd that this ship is like a ghost ship. Are you guys sure that everything is all right? I have to admit, it has a very suspicious aura. I suggest we take a look to where GF went, or if there is something I doubt she can defend herself. No worries, I am more than competent in return. Let's open the door, ladies.
Well, that split up was very brief.
You can do it, Natsuki, for you and all your friends. No matter what is behind that door, I still have my friends.
Well, actually, like half of them are deleted right now, so. Image CG Monica death not found. Can't tell if it's intentional or not. Critical error. Please restart VML. Oh, okay. I poked it. So if that was Act 2, I guess there's still 2 more. Everybody's gone. Even the title is gone. Just continue game.
My name is Dolores Edmund. I want to develop a game for the birthday of my little brother. I sadly need some inspiration. I am sure I can find many cool ideas if I look around. I need 5 things. A game my little brother likes to take stuff from. A franchise I really like to take characters from. A person who is a better Sayori. A funny running gag. And a duo. If I find all of those, I should be able to go on the computer and make the game.
Oh, let's look on the shelf.
The shelf is full of stuff. What should I take a look?
There's a lot of things on this shelf. Good grief. Let's look at the trophy first.
This is my trophy I got for winning a math competition.
Nice. Red gel decoder.
No worries, this is my spare red gel decoder. I always have one with me.
Epic Battle Fantasy Completion Guide.
My little brother loves this game series. I am not going to include it in this game though. He would expect it.
The Bible.
This is one of the longest books ever written, although the religion surrounding that book is more interesting than the book itself.
I guess that's kind of true. Sonic comic is...
Those are the Sonic comic is, hundreds of them, with many characters. I can use some of them as inspiration for my game.
The 13 Days manga series.
This is my favorite shonen manga series. It is about how if you demonize people, they become demons.
Okay. The Akira manga series.
One of the best stories ever told. Even my father, who is not into anime stuff, loves Akira.
Go away! Metaverse graphics card. Look at Metaverse graphics card.
This card is a scientific wonder. It is able to depict realistic Japanese graphics.
Oh, computer? Hi, computer. We're here. Commodore 64. Doki Doki Literature Club? We're running DDLC. Oh, did I find my way out of that segment already? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks the same book that she lent to me. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. I think she noticed me looking at her.
Sorry. I was just spacing out.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down.
Is that so?
Once it starts to pick up, I hate slow beginnings.
What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Eye of Markov, and I don't know how long this vanilla dialogue is going to go for, but there's an ominous-looking red eye symbol on the front cover.
it's one of those books that are the best if you go in completely blind.
Okay, yeah, we're out of vanilla now.
But I can try to give you a summary anyway.
No need. I know exactly what you mean.
I hope so. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants it to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. In reality, there is no good and evil, or right or wrong, and according to the book, no. I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Let me just get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag.
Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm sorry. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. It's as if I can feel Yuri's presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, just one of those things you can only really do in a literature club. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
You really apologize a lot, don't you? Here, this should work, right?
I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Here.
How far is this going to go? I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. That is actually quite distracting, but I guess that is kind of the point.
Are you ready to turn the page?
Sorry.
I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer.
Thanks.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence.
Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways.
A lot more blunt.
But she has that... She seems more complex than that she first appears on the outside. That's kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment before she closes the book.
Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay. Well, that was a tangent and a half. Yeah, I don't think that text box is supposed to disappear, but I can't exactly read it when it vanishes. Now we're opening Friday Night Funkin'.
Sadly, my new graphic card has problems running American games. I have read a way to fix it, but that is a problem for another day. Although my little brother loves that game, I can probably convert some assets and put them in the birthday game.
Start to develop the game. I don't think we're ready to do that yet. We need to shut down for a moment. Hint flyer.
If I am ever stuck in a video game, I call 4468 is the way to go. Or calling 4468 is the way to go.
Alright, I'll do we call it? Let's go outside. Go touch grass, nerd.